Uganda, that's where we're heading to now, because Uganda has reintroduced rhinos into the wild for the first time in more than 4 decades. This marks a major step in efforts to restore a species that was wiped out in the 1980s due to poaching. We're joined now by Dr. James Muzinguzi, Executive Director of the Uganda Wildlife Authority, here to tell us more about these developments. Welcome.
Thank you.
Dr. Muzinguzi, tell us more about these rhinos being introduced into the wild. Then, how many are going back into the wild?
Thank you very much, BBC World Service. Thank you very much for hosting me. It's a great day. It's a great season for Uganda, that a species that got wiped out 43 years ago in 1983 has been introduced back into the country. We started with a seed population of 6 rhinos, and we've been able to multiply them to 61, thereby having a founder population. Now we have made a decision to introduce them into the wild. So we are taking the southern white rhino, 8 of them, into Kidepo Valley National Park. We have also started a program to take 20 of them into Uganda Wildlife Reserve. This follows a 10-year strategy, rhino conservation strategy, that was developed by the government of Uganda to be able to repopulate the wild, to be able to repopulate the national parks. And this follows a 10-fold growth strategy that was developed by the government of Uganda to grow the economy 10 times.
Well, let's learn more about these strategies. What are the measures in place to protect these rhinos from being poached in the wild again?
Yes, we are using a multi-pronged approach in terms of security. We are using rangers on the ground. We are using technology. We are able to monitor the rhinos, their movements in real time. We're able to tell where they are. As you know, the rhino horn is highly sought after, so we have put in place a robust security approach and strategy. In addition to using the forces on the ground and technology, we have adopted a comprehensive community consultation and partnership approach, where we have sat down with the communities, took them through an awareness program to show them the benefits that are going to accrue as a result of the introduction of these animals, and they have agreed to work with us to protect them. That is critical, because if the enemies are to come, they penetrate through the communities. So we have to make sure the communities are with us in this program.
And also, how do the communities feel about having the rhinos reintroduced, having not lived in the same space as rhinos for decades?
The communities are very excited. The communities are very, very happy to see that this species is coming back 43 years ago, 43 years down the road, because there are so many benefits that are going to accrue. First of all, jobs, because as the Uganda government, we have a policy that once we have species introduced and the national park set up and boosted, then we have employment from local communities. We also give back 20% of the revenues collected to the communities to be able to carry out community development programs of their choice. So they look at this as a great opportunity for them to sell their basket materials and crafts to the tourists that are going to be coming, because the government is also building an airport in Kidepo. So tourism is going to be boosted, and this is going to emancipate the local community and grow their economies as people.
I can hear the excitement in your voice there. I want to also tell it back to the rhinos themselves and their health, because they have been nurtured in a controlled environment prior to them now being reintroduced into the wild. What steps are you taking to monitor their health and well-being?
Thank you very much. We have set up a health center, a laboratory within the park, as a way of carrying out continuous health monitoring. We are going to continuously going to be taking samples from them. Of course, before we moved them, we had to do a DNA analysis, and we know whom we are taking, who's the parentage and the tree, the genetic tree. And while in Kidepo, we also have laboratory technicians, we have doctors, 2 doctors in place to be able to monitor the health of these animals on a weekly basis, for us to be able to know how their health is going, how they're adapting. So there's a robust program already in place to monitor their health, given that they have been in a controlled environment, looking out for issues like flies that could injure them, because we have done a monitoring to ensure that the area is safe from all these problems. And the monitoring is going to be continuous.
Dr. James Muzinguzi, all the very best with this reintroduction of rhinos into the wild in Uganda. Pleasure speaking to you. Thank you.